Welcome back to AM Buffalo, and guess who we have with us? We are here with our furry friend and Dr. Jeff. Hi, Dr. Jeff.
Hi, how you doing today?
I am good. And who do we have with us?
This is our buddy Apache. He's here to have a chat today about what constitutes a pet emergency this summer, what kind of things we look out for, and what can pet parents do at home to take care of their furry friends.
Well, the first thing is give them treats.
Yep, always. Treats always help with that anxiety when we're in a new spot, so
Yeah.
you know, it certainly keeps his attention, but it is actually a good thing to have when you're going to the vet, just because, you know, it's always scary when they have to see us, especially in an emergency situation, so anything we can do to really mitigate that stress can certainly help out.
Yeah, so let's start with the first question. How do we know when it's an emergency?
Yeah, so in terms of big things we look for, I mean, any sort of injury or wound, so you've got a pet that's limping, you've got some sort of cut that goes on, those are definitely emergencies. It's one of those things that you might not always have to get emergency care, but you certainly want a veterinarian to look at it and make sure, you know, you don't have to be worried about it.
So are you saying that if our pet comes back in and they're limping, we shouldn't at least try to investigate? Maybe there's something stuck in between the paws, or should we just go straight to the vet?
A lot of that will depend on the pet. So if it's something that, you know, it's a bit of a limp and they'll let you look at it, they'll let you mess with the paw and kind of take a closer look. Sometimes you can get rocks stuck in there if you've been hiking, things like that. And if, you know, there's no bleeding, no cuts, you can always avoid a vet visit if that's all it takes. Really, it's only if something's, you know, very stuck in there, or if it's something where they don't want you to touch it, they just hurt too much. Those would be things that would make me recommend coming to see us.
Yeah, so you don't pull it out.
Nope.
You go to the vet.
Yep, definitely want to leave it in if it's something's, you know, seems like it's stuck in there, just because with things like that, if you pull it out, they can actually start to bleed, and it's best to have us there ready to do anything we have to do if that's needed. Yeah.
So the first thing you do, you put them in the vehicle, you take them to the vet. What are you doing when, like, what is the vet doing when we get there?
Yeah, so the biggest thing that we do is similar to if you ever have to go to the human ER, is triage. So we are basically seeing what's going on and how bad is it. Is it something where, you know, we have to rush them back right away, give them medications or something like that, or is this something that they can kind of wait a little bit to be seen? And after that, it becomes a scenario of, depending on what's going on, we'll usually give pain meds and then make sure that they're comfortable, so that way we can come chat with the owner and say, hey, this is what's going on, this is how we have to proceed, and make those decisions from there.
Is there ever a case where someone can put a bandage on at home? I know we talked about that.
Yeah, so if there's any sort of bleeding, or if you want to keep a wound covered, especially if you're not close to your emergency vet, you know, we get people that drive from an hour, 2 hours away, and that's a pretty long distance. So it's something where you can definitely apply bandages at home, and you want to keep it nice and covered with some gauze and cloth that you can have at home, but you don't want to put too much pressure on it. You just want to make sure it's covered and that you've kind of controlled the bleeding.
Now, during the summer, people are always out having their big, you know, barbecues and things like that. So when you're well, question, is there anything that we can do, like, you know how we have the telehealth? Is there anything where if you're out and about and you're like an hour away, is there anything that we can do that you guys have to help out with something like that?
With you kind of like
if you're too far out,
So
how you talked about someone has to travel.
So with that, I always recommend having a little bit of a doggy or a cat first aid kit at home. So having some bandage supplies.
There's a such thing.
Yeah, you kind of have to build it yourself, but it works same as we do in people. So things you can get at, you know, like a local Walgreens or something like that. You can just keep in a first aid kit, whether you have something that travels with you or something you keep in your medicine cabinet. But having things like gauze and cotton gloves and things like that can definitely make a difference in terms of giving you some more time to sort of decide on how they're doing and how to proceed.
What are we missing as far as first aid?
So the only other thing with that is some of the stuff to help you get to the vet. So having things like a muzzle, or having things like something to hoist them up, whether that be blankets or extra t-shirts and things like that. Only because a lot of the times when you're coming to see us at the emergency vet, they're very scared, they don't feel good. And in that case, you know, we want to make sure that they're safe and we can keep everybody involved safe.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Have a good day.